What is happening with Bitcoin? That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video.
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
Got crypto? Got a hardware wallet to keep your crypto safe? Then you have to have one of these to keep your seed phrase safe. The KEYSTONE tablet is fireproof, waterproof. You can use it to store 12-word, 18-word, 15-word, 24-word seed phrases. It comes with a full set of letters and everything you need to make sure that your seed phrase never gets destroyed or disappeared. Get one, get two, get three, have multiple copies. Use my affiliate link in the description below.
Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. And before I start looking at the daily price chart of Bitcoin and some other stuff that's been happening with Bitcoin, looking at the long-term view, please subscribe, follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT, join my official Telegram announcements channel, and please sign up to me on bit.ly/CryptoRichOdyssey. It's free to sign up, email, and then you get notifications when I post. I post material on Odyssey that YouTube doesn't like, and that's why it shadow bans me on my YouTube channels. And you can also earn LBR coins by watching videos on Odyssey, and then if you wanted to, you could hold on to them, or you can convert them to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 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 the mother of all cryptos. So let's have a look here. This is the daily chart of Bitcoin, and you can see here where it reached a sort of bottom about 15,600 in November 2022, and then it started going up in January, and it really broke out. It broke out above this. This is the 200-day moving average in 11th of January 2023. And then you see, I want to show you this trend line. See this trend line? It keeps bouncing off that trend line. So hit that trend line again in March 2023 at 21,000. And then again very recently in middle of June, which was now 25,000. And it's going up again. Now, where's it likely to go? Well, it was from about April, middle of April, in this declining wedge. See here these blue lines? The upper blue line, the resistance, and this one is the lower blue line, and it's narrowing. Now, this is a bullish pattern, and the way that it breaks out is whatever the height of the wedge is usually where the breakout is. And I drew this earlier before it happened, and it did happen like that. It broke out suddenly, and now this has become support. So it's bouncing off here, bouncing off here. Now, where's it going to go? Well, that's what I'm going to look at in this video. I mean, it could break down again because there's always corrections on the way, but chances are it's going to bounce up off this green trending line, which means you could have a breakdown to as low as about 26,000 or something if it were to break down suddenly. But I don't think it's going to happen suddenly. I think what's likely to happen is we're going to have this consolidation period. And what's going to happen during this consolidation period, I think, is that the altcoins are going to do well. So you're going to have possible breakouts in Ethereum and some of the larger altcoins first, and then that will trickle down to the other altcoins. Because in the bull run, what I've noticed happens is Bitcoin goes up, then it stalls for a bit or goes down, and the money moves into Ethereum, and that goes up, and then alongside Ethereum, some of the other larger altcoins like Cardano and Bitcoin Cash and all of that, they go up, and then the smaller altcoins, they follow suit. But in this video, I'm going to show you some tweets about Bitcoin that I liked and I thought were kind of interesting as well about the Bitcoin price. Now, this is a tweet from a few days ago, and I'll link to all these in the description below. And this is from Bitcoin Culture. And he or she is saying, is this the most bullish week in Bitcoin's history? The top 20 asset managers and banks control $57 trillion, and 12 of them flipped bullish on Bitcoin this week. Now, this was in the middle of June. And in this thread, he goes through what happened in the middle of June. So June the 15th, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, they filed for an ETF. Now, they've only applied. It ain't guaranteed they're going to get it, but BlackRock have all sorts of connections in all sorts of high places. So chances are they could possibly get it, be the first. June the 16th, Bitwise and Invesco filed for Bitcoin ETFs. June the 19th, rumors swirl about the BRICS countries adopting Bitcoin to dethrone the USD. Just a rumor. June the 20th, Deutsche Bank and WisdomTree file for Bitcoin ETFs. June the 20th, Charles Schwab, Citadel, and Fidelity launched the EDX Bitcoin exchange in the United States. Now, this is a Bitcoin exchange that's for institutional investors. It's not for retail investors. So the infrastructure is being built for more and more institutional investors to get involved. June the 2nd, Spain's largest bank is going to hold Bitcoin for its customers. June the 23rd, France's second largest bank is going to hold Bitcoin for its customers. And June the 26th, Fidelity, very large investment fund, they have filed for an ETF. So all of this has happened in the middle of June. And in the thread, the Bitcoin culture goes through more detail about each of these events. Then there's also this tweet from Stack Hodler, and I've featured Stack Hodler before, worth following, as is Bitcoin culture. The starting gun has just fired in the global race to acquire Bitcoin. Majority of the world's wealthy still have zero Bitcoin. Institutions are about to shift their narrative to Bitcoin isn't a scam, it's a critical part of a balanced portfolio. 70% of the supply belongs to hodlers who price it much higher than 30K. Oh yes. Multiple presidential candidates extolling the virtues of Bitcoin, and Jay Powell has said that it has staying power. RFK has said that he supports Bitcoin, and apparently he will take donations in Bitcoin. Apparently. FASB set to give corporations the green light to stack later this year. And the US fiscal dumpster fire is becoming more apparent by the day. The mainstream are on track to catch on shortly after the next Bitcoin halving. And the US banks are going to the United States, will mandate banks to hold more toxic sovereign debt, incentivizing them to look to Bitcoin as a counterweight. Could that be happening? The game has changed. And then he links to his Substack article where you can find out more about this. And that is a paid article if you want to subscribe to him on Substack, which I do recommend. Moving on, these tweets. Let me just hide me. I've gone small, not quite completely hidden, but there you go. Bitcoin price momentum oscillator shows that Bitcoin is at the beginning of a bull run. Each time when PMO breaks down the zero line and emerges again, Bitcoin gets sent to a new all-time high. So here we can see the PMO, price momentum oscillator, and here's the zero line. It's not that clear, but you can see that every time it's crossed above, we have had a bull run. Crossed above here, we had a bull run, and when is that? 2019, it crossed above, we had the bull run, and now it's crossed above again, and we're looking at another bull run, just in time for the Bitcoin halving, which is due to come into play in March, April 2024. Now, what's this? If Bitcoin replicates the next monthly move from the 2020 rally, as it has been doing since the bottom in November 2022, then the closing price for July should be around 41K. Now, the best time to get into Bitcoin was 10 years ago, and the next best time is today. This is a tweet from Bitcoin, and this pattern in the month. July 2020, it went up, went down, then it went up for 2 months, went down, then off it goes. So here we had it again. It went up, went down a little bit, and then went up for 2 months, then went down, and then could go up the third move is upwards. Or if it replicates this here, then off it goes, and we're looking at 41,000 according to Bitcoin by the end of July. Here we go. CryptoCon. It seems like Bitcoin has been here before. Price bullishly explodes from the lows, takes a pause at the range high, and then continues to new yearly highs. Oh wait, we've done this not once but twice this bull market. Surely it couldn't happen again. So this is since January and December, where we had the cycle range lows. Let me just expand that a little bit. And then we had a strong bullish move in January, a pause, and then up it goes again, and then a little bit of consolidation. It drops back down. We have another pause, and then a strong bullish move, and a bit of consolidation. Then it drops back down. We have a little pause here, strong bullish move, another pause, another bullish move, and then this matches that. So this, number one, matches that. Number two matches that. And then it kind of goes down. Then we have a strong bullish move, and then we have a pause. And could we have another number one here, a 22% increase, expansion phase, and then another number two here, which would take us up to 38K around about, does he say when? August. See how one says 41K by the end of the month, another says 38K in August? We shall see. We shall see. Then this one, Bitcoin is following Wyckoff's price cycle. The cycle consists of several distribution phases followed by markdown and ends with an accumulation phase. It looks like Bitcoin is currently in an accumulation phase with a bear trap. Okay, let's have a look. So the Wyckoff cycle is this pattern of, there's only half of it, right? That shows bear trends and bull markets, distribution phases and accumulation phases. And this is what's been happening with Bitcoin. And it's saying it's copying this cycle. Now, not exactly, but the same sort of patterns, the same fractal is there. And here we are in a bear trap. So we've had this distribution phase, we've had a markdown, which is here, accumulation phase, which is here, and then a bear trap, and then away we go into the accumulation phase. And then here we go upwards into the bear market phase. All right, now this is next stop for Bitcoin is the clouds, literally. The final barrier between us and the next all-time high run appears to be the 2-week Ichimoku cloud, which calls for at least a price of 40,200 and is usually exceeded. Maybe I am not bullish enough. So let's have a look at this from CryptoCon. Ichimoku cloud, 2012, leading span B, run to cycle top, S620, 20, I don't know what that means. This is not an indicator that I'm familiar with, right? 2016, the cloud is exceeded. Okay, so whenever it exceeds the cloud, off it goes. And here we have, it's exceeded the cloud. And then off it goes. And here we have, it's about to exceed the cloud. And then off it goes to the cycle top. So there are all these different trend indicators that suggest that Bitcoin is going to go super sky high, which is typical given the fundamental reasons that every time there's been a halving, and what that is a 50% cut in the amount of new supply. Every 4 years, there's a 50% cut in the amount of new supply, and the new supply is generated every 10 minutes. So now at the same time, you have more and more infrastructure being built for Bitcoin. You have more growing interest in Bitcoin. You have fiat currencies losing more and more value. So you have increasing demand set against a reducing supply. Well, that increases the price. And that's how come Bitcoin has gone from being less than a penny when it first launched in January 2009 to about $30,000 at the time of recording this video. Now, where do you think Bitcoin is going to be at the end of July? And where do you think Bitcoin will be at the time of the halving in March, April 2020? Now, if you want to have an idea of where this analyst, a particular analyst, thinks that Bitcoin was going to be, you can watch my video about that, and I'll link to that in the description below. And he reckons about 63,000. And that is Marcus Thielen, who's the author of Crypto Titans book, which I'm currently reading, which is very, very interesting. All right. Thank you so much. Comments, questions in the description below. Please do subscribe, bit.ly/CryptoRichOdyssey. And between now and I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with Bitcoin profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.